Welcome back, Inspired Minds 360 podcast. A plus here, and you know we the Lions Den. It's hot today. You know what's going on. Topic of conversation: Will Smith and the big slap with Chris Rock. That's right. Let's have that conversation. Before we do that, look at Adi over there with his fresh new haircut. Look at that. Yeah, that's right. Take my fucking name out your mouth. No, ain't that some shit? I just got slapped by Adi on national TV. Isn't that crazy? Shit. Anyway, yeah, so we're back at it now. And we're talking about the big slap Chronicles Part 2. That's right. Will Smith slapped the out of Chris Rock's face last night, and to the whole world it was a shock. Now let's break this thing down. Now Chris Rock, a comedian, went up on stage as he was supposed to. He was working his job, right, at the Grammys, and went ahead and made a joke about Jada Pinkett. And some people say it was inappropriate. Some people say it was part of his set, so to speak, or part of his delivery. People want to talk about the fact that he talked about Jada's illness. He made a joke about G.I. Jane and her haircut and whatnot. But some people out there, you all don't even know who G.I. Jane is. Some of you are like, who's G.I. Jane? That was an old school movie, long time movie. G.I. Jane. It was about a woman who went into the military and had to shave a head ball and whatnot. Anyway, he referred to Jada Pinkett as, in regards to G.I. Jane. And, when you see the footage, to me, I saw the footage and the camera went straight to Will Smith's face and Jada Pinkett's face, right? Now, they both were chuckling, laughing. Now, I agree. Jada's face seemed a little bit uncomfortable while Will Smith was kind of chuckling, laughing. I think it was only at the point where Will Smith saw Jada's face that he decided to go up there and slap Chris Rock. Now, some people might say, well, that's corny at the end of the day. Why did you wait to see her face then to go up there and slap Chris Rock? You know he's a comedian. You know he's on stage. You know he's on set, so to speak. They're going to do that, right? So all I'm saying is, to me, I kind of didn't understand why Will Smith waited at that point to do that. You get what I'm saying at the end of the day? So, but again, that's just my opinion. Now, we don't know if Will Smith or Chris Tucker even have a cordial relationship. We don't know that. We know that they're entertainers, but we don't know what kind of relationship they have. So, let's take that into consideration. Their relationship may not be as close as many of us think it is at the end of the day. So, here it is now. Chris Rock goes ahead and says, whatever he says, and has Will in an uproar and causes Will to jump up on stage and slap him in the face. Now, pause right there. Now, it was said that Chris would not be filing charges, which he still has time to. But imagine this. Imagine if Chris said, listen, at the end of the day, I made a joke, and maybe Will was sensitive to that, and maybe it was inappropriate, and he came up here and he slapped me. I'm not making any big deal about it. Let's move on. It would be very interesting to see that, because again, it would show that Chris Rock took the bigger or the higher ground, because he got slapped on national TV. The world saw that. The world has seen that, and he could have went the route of lawyers and suing and workers' comp. Who knows? He could have even went that route to be petty about it. But they're saying that he did not, or he will not press charges and whatnot. If that is the case, I really salute Chris Rock for that. Because why? Most people in their right mind would have either retaliated against Will, right, in some shape, form, or fashion. Most men would have, in their right mind. Now again, I'm pretty sure Chris Rock didn't know that Will Smith was coming on stage to do that. He may have thought Will Smith would have probably jumped up there and grabbed the mic and said something, in response to what Chris Rock said. I'm pretty sure he didn't know that Will Smith was going to come up there and slap the out his mouth. Slap the taste out his mouth. So it happened. Look at it again. For y'all who have not seen it, check it out. Check out the footage and tell me what y'all think. Please write in the comments. Give me your response so we can have this dialogue. Because some people saying it was staged. Who knows? Because the viewership now for the Oscars has been low, right? So you find that, who knows? Could it have been staged? Could it have done something to propel both of their careers? Who knows? People do the strangest things sometimes. So people can sit back and say, "Oh, it's not staged, or it is." We don't know. We don't know, right? I mean, people do that. People will stage something to get their ratings up, to get more viewership. They'll do that. If it was staged, well done, well played. You have everyone fooled, Chris Rock and Will Smith. But if it was not staged, and this was a sincere, heartfelt problem for Will Smith, what can we learn from this incident? And what I'm saying is, be careful how you play with people at the end of the day. Sometimes, we go and we joke with people. It can be your own family. It can be friends, somebody close to you. Be careful how and when and who you joke with. Because you could find yourself in, like I said, a very, 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 undesirable situation. You can't take it lightly, that you just pull out jokes because you think you're funny or because you think you're a comedian. Look at where they're at. Will Smith, Chris Rock, they're millionaires. They get paid to do what they do at the end of the day. And they've made millions off of that. But even them too can be subject to that type of interaction. So for us who are not on that level and want to joke around with people, joke around with friends, family, or strangers, what I'm saying is be careful. It doesn't make sense to put yourself in that situation, joking, cracking jokes, especially when your relationship with that person is not the strongest, if you don't have that tight bond with them. And even if you do, still be careful how and who and when you joke with somebody, because you don't know that person's frame of mind. You don't know their state of mind. You don't know what state they're in mentally. Do you get what I'm saying? I can be cool today and be hell tomorrow. And you approach me the wrong way with the wrong joke, it's hell for you to pay. But had you not known that, you'd have thought, oh well, another regular day, let me go out and joke with him and bust some jokes and all that. No, you can't take things for granted. That's what, if anything, anybody learn from this is don't joke with people. Don't play with people like that. Especially if you don't know what kind of mental state they're in. Don't play with people like that. People have died for less than that. If you want to be serious about it. Keep that in mind, people, because I'm a firm believer in, the energy you kind of put out there is some of the energy you get back, And okay, granted, Chris Rock was trying to be funny, trying to be sarcastic, putting Jada on the spot. But look how it flipped on him. He got put on the spot and slapped in his face in front of national TV. So now what? I mean, yes, there's other things we could talk about that's going on in the world. So this is not to harp on, it happened, but what could we learn from this? Use this to me as inspiration to be conscious about what you're saying, especially in a joking matter, joking form, to who you're saying it and when you're saying it. Because everything is not a joke, everything is not funny. Now, I do agree Will Smith could have went ahead and kind of, motion to Chris Rock, like, hey, that's enough, doing some type of hand gesture, or even grab the mic and said, hey, well, Chris Rock, yada yada yada, and said some kind of corny joke about Chris Rock. He could have taken that approach, but he didn't. Some people will say, listen, he let the devil get the best of him. He could have calmly said or did something to let Chris Rock know that's enough. That's enough. But who knows? Again, where was Will's mindset? We don't know. Maybe Will was just tired of everybody talking about his relationship and what's going on between him and Jada, and it just got to the point where here's this guy who I may not even be cool with, cracking jokes. So okay, since you want to put me on the spot, I'm gonna flip the script and put you on the spot now. We looked at that as entertainment. It was amusing. It was interesting, you know. But let's take it seriously now, on a serious tip. Let's say Jada wasn't bothered. Let's say Jada was like, oh, Chris Rock is this clown, you know. Let's say she wasn't bothered by it. At the end of the day, Will Smith was bothered by it. So that even pushes it further to say that when you start joking with people, there are certain people who are not going to react to your jokes. But best believe they can have somebody close to them that will react for them to your jokes in a manner you may not like. If you get what I'm saying. So be careful of that too. You could be joking with somebody all day. They may not even say anything to you. They may not know how to come back. They may not know how to respond to your jokes. They may not be witty enough to respond to you. But best believe they'll have somebody, or they can have somebody, who can match you toe to toe with your jokes, with your wittiness, you know what I'm saying? And put you in a scenario, put you on the spot. So let's understand that. Anyway, we're not gonna keep this long. Inspired Minds 360 podcast. See you all next episode next Wednesday, and we are out.